In September, a new wave of poor souls emerged. How poor, you ask? Well, they pay their kids' school fees but have no money left for food. They can't even afford a stuffed bun anymore. They used to want a drink after work, but now they just want to sit with someone and drink. They used to buy 3 rolls of toilet paper at a time, but now they can only afford one. Even beggars on the street now flaunt their wealth in front of them. Yes, I'm one of those new poor souls. A thin young man eats noodles in a restaurant. When he tries to pay with his phone, it doesn't work. The owner says, "Can't get it to work. Are you dizzy? Are you feeling unwell? Want to sit for a bit?" He sways, looking confused. The owner kindly adds, "It's okay. Are you out of money? Don't worry. Just leave after eating." The young man embarrassed whispers. The owner kindly reassured him, saying it was no problem and that he didn't need to pay later. It was just a bowl of noodles, not a big deal. The young man, his voice trembling, muttered, "Thank you," and stumbled out of the noodle shop. A family of 4 smiled happily at the camera, each saying, "I'm unemployed at home now, so I can take the kids to school every day. I'm unemployed so I can cook for the kids every day. Dad's at home so I'm not scared to sleep at night. Every day after school I can see my mom and dad, and we're so happy." Some netizens commented, wondering if this was a comedy or a tragedy. They hoped the family had a good mindset, though some felt it was a bit strange, and hoped the parents would find jobs soon. This isn't some celebrity arrival, it's a live recruitment fair at Southwest University. The scene here could be described perfectly as heroes from all over the world crossing the river. A netizen who attended said, "This is a teacher recruitment event gathering talent from all over Chengdu. With most of the recruiters being from top schools in Chengdu, the students are rushing so fast to submit as many resumes as possible. If they finish an interview at one booth, they'll rush to submit another resume at the next one. The line is so long that some don't even get the chance to submit their resumes before the event ends. You need to understand that in the year 2025, the number of university graduates is expected to reach about 12.22 million, a historic high, 430,000 more than in 2024. So this scene is definitely not an isolated case. How tough is the job market this year? It's unbelievable. Let me show you. A fan on my social media sent me a job fair ad from a large company in Jiangsu. They were looking to hire 9,000 people, but 100,000 college graduates showed up to apply. That's 12 people competing for every single position. Look at the salary levels. A college graduate gets 2,600 a month. A master's graduate gets 3,500. A PhD gets 4,500. Then take a look at this company in Harbin. They're also hiring PhDs, real top talent, and the salary is just 4,000 to 5,000 a month. Can you believe it? It's terrifying. The salary has dropped to this level. Some netizens pointed out that the low salary isn't the worst part. The real problem is that many people can't even get these low-paying jobs. Let me talk about this year's campus recruitment. It's crazy. No one wants resumes. They refuse all of them. I personally witnessed a student from the University of Hong Kong, probably a graduate from a 985 university, trying to hand in a resume to Huawei's HR department, and they refused it. Not a single one. Do you know how many people are unemployed in Nanjing this year? It's said to be nearly 1 million. That's just youth unemployment data. Basically, for every 5 people, one of them doesn't have a job. This year, the unemployment rate will hit a historic high. Over 10 million college graduates are coming out, but so many physical stores and factories are shutting down. So many people are unemployed and can't find work. You can't even deliver food anymore. You can't even drive for Didi. Wake up, guys. The ride-hailing industry has hit its ceiling, but there are still many people trying to join. Let me tell you the reality now. Working 12 to 13 hours a day, you earn around 400 yuan. I said 12 to 13 hours sitting in this iron box. You can't drive less than 26 days a month, and each day needs to be 12 to 13 hours. After covering all the costs, you earn around 5,000 to 6,000 yuan a month. But this is assuming no accidents or violations. Can you calculate that? They say ride-hailing is a flexible job. That's all nonsense. Now, this industry is all about using your freedom, your body, and your time to make money. If you can avoid it, don't bother joining. A woman from Beijing shared her job search experience. Let me tell you about the recruitment environment in Beijing. I've been sending resumes since September 4th, and it's been 2 weeks now. I won't lie, I'm anxious, but more than that, I feel helpless. In the past 2 weeks, I've sent 200 resumes, mostly through the usual job platforms. So far, I've had 4 interviews. At this point, her emotions took over and she started crying, struggling to hold back tears. She said, "But I won't give up. I know I'll find a job." She wiped her tears, clenched her teeth, and added, "Tonight, I'm going back to deliver food." Another woman said, When I tell people my monthly salary is only 1,000 yuan, they don't believe me. They think I'm exaggerating. She says I live in a very small county in Shanxi. This is the reality here. A kindergarten teacher makes 800 yuan a month during the internship, and after becoming permanent, it's a bit over 1,000 yuan. Only experienced teachers, those who've been working for years, can make 1,800 to 1,900 yuan. And the highest is just a little over 2,000 yuan. My aunt works at a supermarket doing cashier and stock duties. She works half days, earning 7 yuan an hour, and in a month she makes 7 or 800 yuan. I asked about a full-time job 8 hours a day that earns 1,400 a month. This is the wage level in our small county. Jobs paying 1,000 a month are everywhere, and there are plenty of them. On this channel, we've been discussing how China is facing deflation, but for low-income groups in some areas, the rising prices are becoming unbearable. A housewife just returned from grocery shopping and immediately started a live stream to vent. I really need to complain. I went shopping today and the prices are just crazy. I got about 250 grams of meat for 6.6 yuan. Then a potato cost 1.5 yuan and 4 eggs also cost 1.5 yuan. But here's the real kicker: 5 spinach stalks, just 5, also cost 1.5 yuan. That's 30 cents per stalk. A small piece of ginger cost me 1 yuan. 3 tomatoes cost over 2 yuan. Bunch of cilantro was 1 yuan. This is insane. 6 chili peppers cost over 2 yuan, and even 2 tiny cucumbers cost over 2 yuan. I used to buy a big bag of veggies for 20 yuan, but now I can only get this little bit. Can the prices please stop rising? This is getting out of hand. I can't even afford to eat anymore. I used to joke about not being able to live, but now I really feel like it's true help. Some netizens commented that while prices are indeed high, if she lived in a first or second tier city, the prices wouldn't seem that unreasonable. The real issue is that her income has dropped so much, making it hard to bear. Of course, if you're in a small county where the average salary is only 1,000 a month, then yes, it would definitely be hard to live. A netizen from Nanjing also complained about the outrageous prices. It used to be that when I went shopping, I couldn't afford jewelry or clothes, but now I can't even afford to eat. Yesterday, I took my kid to Nanjing Shopping Street. I thought I'd have a meal, but the braised pork rice cost 49 yuan. The cheapest sausage clay pot rice was 39 yuan, and the egg clay pot rice was 38 yuan. My kid didn't want to eat, so that saved me some money. Then he took me to a bakery, and a small cake cost 22 yuan. He kept pointing at it, and I realized it would take 70 or 80 yuan to leave the store. So fine, I bought one, but I didn't even eat it now. I won't be fooled by anyone who tells me to eat and drink as I like. Strangely, I wasn't as hungry after that. We went downstairs and got some salted duck for 20 yuan. The 3 of us ate until we were half full. Do you think this price is high, or is it just me being poor? No wonder people say money doesn't go far anymore. Now, I don't even dare to go to the fruit store. The other day, I bought 6 apples and a bunch of bananas for 74 yuan. When I ate them, I didn't even dare to peel them. I won't say anything more. It's definitely because I'm not trying hard enough. Some netizens have pointed out that what's happening now is even worse than deflation. After a large number of physical stores closed, the city's commerce environment was completely destroyed. Taking Nanjing as an example, the few remaining stores can't boost sales and they still have to maintain high rents and other costs. To survive, they have to raise prices. When they occasionally get customers, they squeeze as much as they can, which only creates a vicious cycle that makes it even harder for physical stores to stay afloat. But even more stores are shutting down, including long-established ones. At the end of August, a Yunnan restaurant in Beijing, which had been operating for 23 years, posted a notice saying that its lease had expired and it would officially close on September 15th. The restaurant, founded in 2002 in the trendy Sanlitun area, pioneered the fashionable Yunnan cuisine niche. From the start, it attracted office workers and young fashionable crowds. It became one of the early internet-famous restaurants. As soon as the news of its closure came out, many regular customers expressed their sadness on social media. They said, "So unfortunate, the best Yunnan restaurant in Beijing with its unique copper pot rice." But some customers also said, "I used to go often when I was younger and it was amazing back then, but recently I've been disappointed. The dishes haven't changed or improved." Similarly, Shandong's well-known restaurant group, which also has a 23-year history, has removed their sign on September 22nd. Recently, the hotel where they're located has been under renovation, with construction materials and workers still on site. Chengdu Group operates several well-known brands, including Chengdu Brazilian Barbecue, Chengdu German Restaurant, and Chengdu Seafood. The revenue from hotel restaurants makes up more than 75% of the group's income. In 2024, Chengdu Group's revenue dropped by about 15% compared to 2023, and the average price per customer also decreased by about 10%. This summer, it became trendy for star-rated hotels to set up street stalls. In July, Shinao's chairman Ren Xingpeng went viral after a video showed him selling fast food on the streets with his employees. In the video, Ren and his staff served food at the stall with a price of 12.7 yuan per meal. It's clear now that it's very hard for Shinao to keep going. Even Michelin-starred restaurants were not spared during this closure wave. On September 15th, the Hong Kong-based Michelin 3-star restaurant Flaunt announced that its only branch in Beijing would close on October 15th due to strategic adjustments. Flaunt was founded in 1974 in Hong Kong and has held Michelin 3 stars for many years. Its Beijing branch, which opened in 2022, served high-end dishes such as bird's nest and abalone, with an average price of 466 yuan per person. Another well-known Michelin restaurant, Mingguo Honggongguan in Nanjing, also had its stores listed as temporarily closed on a public review platform. Some users reported that the doors to the Gongguan stores were locked, with some locations even posting out of service due to unpaid bills and gas supply cutoff. Recently, the well-known hot pot brand Yiga Macau Dula in Guangzhou officially closed in April 2025. Another branch closed by the end of March. Founded in 2007, Yiga Macau Dula became a beloved hot pot brand in Guangzhou. Now it has only one remaining branch open for business. According to the Restaurant Boss Insider report, many established restaurants and mid to high-end dining businesses share a common characteristic. They primarily focus on dining services. These businesses, which were already struggling after 3 years of the pandemic, are now reaching the point of closure. Industry insiders state that the operating costs of such businesses are too high. With just a few customers each day, it's impossible to cover costs. The current restaurant market is in decline, and it's not surprising that many good restaurants are closing down. The downfall of Mingguo Gongguan is just one example, but it definitely won't be the last. In fact, the wave of closures among mid and high-end restaurants began in 2023 and persists to this day. These once popular brands will gradually disappear. A customer representative at JD Gencom said that it's not just physical stores that are shutting down in large numbers. Even once booming e-commerce is now seeing a downturn. Do you know how tough it is right now? I used to handle after service and could process 6 or 7 orders in an hour, sometimes even 8. But today it took me 3 hours just to process 9 orders. This shows that not only are people not buying things offline, but they're also buying less online. It means one thing: people just don't have money anymore and aren't spending. A middle-class person who is unemployed shared their situation. I'm 40 years old and my child is 4. After losing my job, we've cut our monthly expenses from 15,000 yuan to 3,000. Now we use an electric bike and the subway for all our travel, and we hardly drive the car unless absolutely necessary. I'm even considering selling the car in the future. I've cut back on socializing too, because going out means spending money. But every night at around 8 p.m., I make sure to go out because there's a discount supermarket nearby where I could get food for our 3 meals a day. I haven't been to any coffee shops, tea stores or convenience stores since I lost my job, and I haven't bought any new clothes either. We use bottled water for the child and I boil plain water for myself. I've cancelled all my child's extracurricular activities. We don't celebrate birthdays, Valentine's Day or any holidays anymore. For my child's birthday, I carefully calculated and bought a coupon online. I've cancelled all my memberships on my phone and sold off some gaming consoles, a spare laptop, and a spare phone on a second-hand platform. All travel plans, whether overseas or within China, have been cancelled. During the summer, I avoid using the air conditioning unless absolutely necessary. If I can't stand the heat, I'll turn on the air conditioning in just one room. I even went through all my closets and drawers and found 100 yuan hidden in some old clothes, which I put together to save. At first I couldn't get used to it, but slowly I lost the desire to spend. Now I'm just trying to save as much as I can. Some netizens commented that many people in China are so poor that it's hard for outsiders to imagine. The difference in living standards between regions in China is huge, and the gap between the rich and poor is staggering. So when ordinary people complain about their difficult lives, some people online will start showing off their wealth, trying to prove that China is still strong. However, the truly frightening thing is that many Chinese people believe this economic crisis is temporary. They think that as long as they hold on for another year or so, it'll pass. Only a few people with clear eyes are saying that this catastrophe has only begun.